here today. I am Supriya Rani from Basudev Memorial Girls Degree College. First of all, I would like to thank all the teachers of Department of Education and HOD sir for providing us this opportunity to express our views on our selected topics. My topic for the presentation is National Council of Education, Research and Training, that is NCERT. NCERT is an autonomous organization of Government of India. It was established in 1961 as Literary, Scientific and Charitable Society under the Societies Registration Act. Its headquarters is in Sri Aurobindo Marg in New Delhi. Dr. Rishikesh Senapati is the director of the council since September 2015. NCERT was formed by the Ministry of Education of Government of India. It was resolved by them on 27th of July 1961 to frame and research and council training education system for the country. And for the same purpose, NCERT was formed, which came into formal operation from 1st September 1961. The main agenda of NCERT is to provide for a common and general support education system, which provides general guidelines and aims at enhancing and glorifying the culture and diversity of our nation through worldwide. The NCERT was formed by the Education Commission guidelines of 1946 to 66. Its first education policy statement was laid down in 1968, based on which NCERT had a guideline of the schooling system which suggests 10 years of general education system for all and 2 years of diversified schooling, on which is we can see is in general accepted by all the schools. NCERT has many objectives, and as an education system and organization, it plays a very vital role in our education policy and curriculum framework. Some of its key objectives are: first and foremost, to provide for the basic education of each and every one. It also emphasizes on the education of children of special needs, and it has policies for the education of girl child. With this also, it aims to examine and evaluate IT education and also diversification and specialization of value education and its framework. NCERT has also objective to look through the examination and evaluation pattern adopted and formulated by the school and colleges. NCERT has a major aim and goal to provide for the teacher as well as student education. Above stated were few of the key objectives of NCERT. Apart from it, there are many objectives of NCERT. Now, if we talk about NCERT books, as we all know, are known for good content and value. NCERT publishes books for each and every class from standard 1 to 12th, which is basically mainly based on the CBSE pattern and syllabus. NCERT books are adopted by both government as well as private schools. NCERT also publishes sample paper and question banks for each class, that is from standard 1 to 12th. Apart from it, NCERT books are not only the value for school and college students, but also a value content for various competitive exams like AIMS, AIPMT, JEE, AIEEE, civil services, etc. Many students focus on these books to clear their exams. Going with the trend and era, NCERT has also developed an online platform, an online app which has the e-content of every subject in various languages of every class, that is 1 to 12th, and the languages are English, Hindi and Urdu. It is available in all the languages. One can easily go and download it from there and learn the topics and prepare them well. Now NCERT also has formulated various programs. If we talk about NCERT programs, I would like to tell that NCERT has taken this responsibility to conduct surveys and exhibitions and campuses of education with the help of NIE, that is National Institute of Education, and RIE, Regional Institute of Education. With the collaboration of them, they basically go in the backward and rural areas and provide awareness of education to those children and people who are in the need, and they really need to understand what education is. They try to motivate students and their parents about the importance of education and why education is necessary and what are all the facilities that are provided for them. Not only this, NCERT also runs various programs. For example, the first is NTSS, that is National Science Talented Search Scheme. In this program, NIES, an online exam is conducted in which the exemplary, exceptionally talented students are recognized. NCERT give them a scholarship for their further studies of doctorate level so that they could hold a good command on their science and their learning. Apart from this, NCERT also holds various surveys, collect samples about the schooling system, education curriculum, and they look up to that how the different schools are conducting their education system, their syllabus pattern, and the way they are conducting their classes, each and every aspect. These information are very valuable not only for the researchers who are preparing their paper on the related topics, but on the real ground to understand how the school is working. This helps in improvement, enrollment, and allotment of students and teachers learning. And the third program that is run by NCERT is Jawaharlal Nehru Exhibition for Mathematics, Science and Environmental Studies. NCERT with a period of time holds science exhibition in which students get a good opportunity, a very resourceful opportunity to express their talent. Students use this opportunity as a way to satisfy their curiosity. They experiment, they learn. We all know that a student learns well through practice, and this is a point where a student learns not only from book but something apart from book, which is done by experimentation and which resolve their curiosity. They experiment in the subject of science, maths and environmental studies. They read about different aspects and then put all their information at the event. These all help students to motivate themselves, and all of them are appreciated. A certificate of participation is also given by NCERT, and their participation is valued and motivated. So with this, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.